As of 12 a.m., MJF has been removed from the AEW roster page. Could this mean that he's actually going to start the bidding war of 2024? It's possible, but there were reports saying that MJF might have signed a new contract with AEW months ago, but those, we all know, could be wrong. If I was a betting man, though, I'd say that he is still with AEW, and this is just them working us for the storyline purposes. It's clearly working since it got people talking. I don't think the storyline is going to work as well since he is now a babyface, and even then, even before when he was a heel, many people were getting bored of him cutting the same promos about leaving and wanting to go to WWE. It doesn't do much anymore. I hope this does lead to just one segment where he announces that he's staying so he could kick Adam Cole's ass or something like that, because I don't think many people want to see another dragged out storyline like the entire Masked Man or the Adam Cole storyline, the Devil storyline. With all that being said, there's a slight possibility that it isn't a work, and if it isn't, I could see him showing up to WWE at the Royal Rumble. He wouldn't be anywhere near the top of the card, but I could see him thriving in a year and getting a big spot for WrestleMania 41. MJF to WWE would be a huge signing. If this bidding war is legit, it could change the landscape of professional wrestling. What do you guys think? Is MJF really a free agent, or is AEW just working us? Let me know in the comments below. MJF coming to WWE is a long shot, but you know who's not? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He might be coming to WWE, and he might be wrestling Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. I know there's a ton of you right now who don't like this idea, since it would mean that Cody Rhodes would not finish his story, but there is some good news about this report. It would not happen at WrestleMania. WWE said this: if The Rock accepts WWE's offer, then he would face Roman Reigns at the Chamber in Australia. And the quote is this: if he accepts the deal, then yes, Aussie, Aussie. So as we know, there was a rumor from a week ago saying that he could be appearing at Elimination Chamber, and I thought that was to set up a match with Roman for WrestleMania 40, but that doesn't seem like the case. It could be legitimately a match at the Chamber, and to make things even better for Cody Rhodes, WWE reported that the plan is still for him to finish the story at WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. I'm not sure how I feel about this, because on one hand, I'm happy because we get both matches that we want to see. We get The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and we get Cody finally dethroning Roman Reigns. But on the other hand, I feel like The Rock versus Roman Reigns is such a huge match, and it just does not feel right for it to happen at Elimination Chamber instead of WrestleMania. But then again, there are going to be 70,000 people at that show. That's a lot of people. We'll see what happens. I do think that The Rock is showing up on Raw tonight, especially because Nick Khan was in this video in the background of The Rock on a TikTok, and Raw is in California where The Rock is right now. Tonight's Raw is really must-see TV. We got another update on Mercedes money, and it isn't good news for any WWE or Sasha Banks fans. In the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer said she's expected to join AEW. In fact, this is exactly what Brian Alvarez said about her and AEW.
I am not reporting this because I don't know, but I would be very surprised if Mercedes didn't debut on Wednesday. I think we're going to get that, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get Andrade on Raw Monday. And so I think Andrade being on Raw makes Mercedes on Dynamite even more likely, so they can do the big reaction to one jumping ship and then the other jump ship. So should be a very, very big week.
I guess the talks with WWE died out after Mercedes asked for $1 billion. I'm not shocked about that one at all. This is upsetting news because I think it would have been smarter for her to come to WWE, because they are red hot right now. The company is doing so well, and I'll talk about that later in the video. And with Charlotte Flair suffering an ACL injury, and on top of that, Jade Cargill isn't ready for a WWE match, Sasha Banks would have been inserted at the top of the card. It's still not confirmed where she has signed and if she's even signed with AEW, so we do got to give it some time. I'm still hoping that she'll end up in WWE because I think that's her home. I really need to see Sasha in WWE with Triple H booking things. I think that will lead to such good shit. I really think the women's division would thrive with Sasha Banks at the top with Triple H running the stuff. One name jumping from AEW to WWE that is confirmed basically at this point is Andrade. According to PW Insider, there's expectation internally that Andrade will be back with WWE as soon as Monday, which is tonight. This is going to be a good signing for WWE in the long run. I don't think it's going to lead to a massive pop where a bunch of people are going to talk about it. Andrade wasn't in WWE long enough to really build a big name for himself, and his run in AEW was kind of ass. Therefore, I think Andrade's return is going to be good as the months go by when the audience gets to feel for him again. I could see him being a big-time player in a couple years, but right now, it's not the time for him. And I also don't think he's the former champion that's been reported and actually tweeted and teased by Triple H. I think that's going to be Batista or maybe someone like that. The WWE is in California, like I said, for Raw, and I got a feeling that the company is going to announce him for the Hall of Fame class of 2024. So yes, we're potentially going to get 2 huge returns tonight on Raw. It's a new year and there are some changes made to WWE. First things first, Kevin Dunn is no longer with the company. Today will be the first episode of WWE without Kevin Dunn running things behind the scenes in the gorilla position. Wrestling fans have wanted him gone for so long and it's finally happening. Hopefully, we get less camera cuts and go back to a more raw and natural look like the Attitude Era. Not only that, but Kevin Dunn had a great deal of influence backstage, and there were reports that certain wrestlers like Shinsuke Nakamura didn't get a proper push because Kevin Dunn didn't like the fact that he was unable to speak English too well. And the same thing goes for Becky Lynch and her Irish accent. He didn't like it, and that's why she didn't get a huge push until 2019 when she really blew up. Clearly, it was time to get rid of him. He's washed. He's got to go, so thankfully he's gone. He definitely did lose a lot of influence anyways as Triple H started running things, so it's good that he's gone and completely away from the product because, you know, like I said, it's a new generation. Tonight's episode of Raw will truly embark at the beginning of a new era in WWE. Kevin Dunn leaving WWE isn't the only change for the company in the year of 2024. There's going to be a minor change for the commentary teams. Raw's team will continue to be Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, and SmackDown will change from Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Kevin Patrick to just Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick. Michael Cole will no longer be on SmackDown. He will be exclusive to Monday Night Raw. I'm not really thrilled about that decision. I don't think that Kevin Patrick is that great. SmackDown will miss having the voice of Michael Cole, aka the voice of WWE, which I think is the best commentator in WWE history. I do think that we need to see the return of Pat McAfee. I miss having him in the commentary booth. Anyways, it's not that much of a big change that will make or break WWE, but it does slightly stink. And finally, let's talk about the success of WWE in the year of 2023. They announced that 2023 was the most successful year ever. We saw the highest social media views ever, the highest merchandise revenue ever, the highest sponsorship revenue ever, the highest PLE viewership ever, and the highest grossing ticket sales of all time. 2023 was an absolutely incredible year for the WWE. It was massive. Ever since Triple H got in charge, the company has been flourishing and the numbers are back up. The WWE is back and it's better than ever. We are really in another boom of the industry and I can't wait for 2024. I think it's going to be even bigger. I think they're going to break even more records. Wrestling is back, god damn it. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video.